Right, so the weekend just been was the Christchurch Armageddon Festival or Expo in Christchurch, obviously. It was fantastic, and right off the bat I want to say that if you were the Spartans and Reaper that helped me with the hot glue gun, thank you so much. Without you guys I wouldn't have been able to fix up my helmet, and then I couldn't have done my comic book Judge Dredd on the day, because obviously it's a character that can't really go without the helmet unless your face is obscured in some way. So thank you very much. You guys were awesome. To the other cosplayers that were there on the day, I was there on the Saturday only. Man, you guys are amazing. The intricate design of your costumes and the level of detail and the amount of work that you put into them is phenomenal, and it was really great to get photos with those of you that I did. I'm sorry to those I didn't get photos of, and I hope that at a future event we can get together and I can get some photos of you. As for the event itself, I felt it was kind of lacking in merchandise this year. Last year there was a lot of gaming stuff, there was a lot of board game stuff. There seemed to be more comics and more action figures and that sort of stuff last year. Whereas this year it seemed really restricted in that sense. Which was kind of disappointing, but in another way kind of good, because you save money. I didn't pick up very much stuff myself this year, but I'm pleased with what I did get. I think atmospheric wise it was a great year for it. Like, I didn't get many photos this year because like last year I got distracted by doing other things. Last year it was shopping, and this year it was getting my photo taken and that sort of thing, chatting to people. I'd have to say I didn't expect to spend as much time as I did chatting about the films and the comics. And I'm really appreciative of those that did take the time to talk to me about those things, because it really helped make my day. To the cosplayers I managed to get photos with, thank you. Particularly the Space Marine. Your armour is amazing. I don't know how long it's taken to build something like that, but it's something I'd love to do myself someday. The earlier mentioned Spartans and Reaper, your costumes were fantastic. I saw several Harley Quinns but was too scared to ask for photos with you. The Harleys were great this year, whether you were dressed as a convict or just in the Suicide Squad outfit. You guys, sorry, I should say you girls or ladies really pulled it off. You looked fantastic. The Overwatch characters, that was really cool. I got asked or overheard numerous people wondering if the McCrees were Red Dead Redemption, or perhaps the Clint Eastwood what is it? He's like an outlaw without a name or something, I can't remember, but from the Sergio Leone films. Yeah, I'd have to say, as a whole, like, the cosplayers just blew me away, and your interactions with the crowd it's just fantastic. I know that some of you have social anxiety disorder, which is something that I myself have. So I really commend you guys for that, guys and girls, ladies, gents. It's not easy to do, and yeah, you should pat yourselves on the back. Really feel proud for what you've done there. What other stuff was there? I have heard there's been complaints about the lack of food and the lack of seating. So hopefully next year that can be remedied. Personally, like I'm quite happy to bring in food for other people, bring in some chairs from home and stuff. I live out in the WAP, so I know how handy it is to have proper seating and proper food and stuff at an event, and that kind of stuff. And it's a real pity that we had not fantastic weather, because I know the lighting in the arena is not fantastic for taking photos. It can be really, really hard to actually find a good spot that's well lit, that a camera will work with if you haven't got all the equipment and the gear and that sort of stuff. So hopefully next year it's a bit brighter outside and we can get together and get some good group photos and stuff. Who else stood out for me? There was a shadow trooper on, well, I don't know if it's shadow trooper or dark trooper, one of the two, that was there on the Saturday. Your outfit, amazing. Like, I noticed that you were like twisting your head around and that sort of stuff. I know that's because the visibility in the helmets is like bad. And speaking of the Star Wars stuff, all the members of Outpost 42 and the 501st Legion that were there, man, you guys are awe-inspiring. I don't think I've ever met such a nice and kind group of people, and you really make everyone feel welcome. So thank you to you guys and girls that are part of that. I think you lot really make the day for a lot of people. Because for some people it's like meeting the heroes. And speaking of heroes, probably the biggest moment for me this year was getting to meet Colin Wilson, who did artwork on Judge Dredd and fellow 2000 AD character Rogue Trooper. I was about to say Rogue Trader there, but that's a Games Workshop though. Rogue Trooper, who's the Genetic Infantry series in 2000 AD. Although I suppose that could be extended to Eagle Comics as well, because that's where I first found those characters. It was really great to meet Colin, and it was great to get feedback on my outfit and things I could have done differently. Particularly when it came to like the chain link, I never realised that there was actually a limited amount of links in a judge's costume, or the judge's uniform in Judge Dredd, or in the 2000 AD universe. So it was really good to have that, and hopefully I get to see you again next year. And hopefully next year I can pull off like maybe a Rogue Trooper or something like that. Next year I plan to do both days, if I can. And I'd like to get to know more of the cosplayers and that sort of stuff. Yeah, all in all, it was a fantastic day. So thank you to the organisers, thank you to everybody that came out, and unfortunately I can't remember the name of your company, but you were selling, I think it was a beef or a venison or some sort of product in the main area. And one of your staff members found part of my costume that had popped off that I hadn't realised I had lost. So when I was retracing my footsteps, I was really grateful for that staff member to have come up to me and given me back that part of my costume that I had lost. Thank you so much. Other than that, I think that's really all I can say about it this year. I'm hoping that this video isn't too rambly. If you interacted with me, thank you. It meant a lot. If you got photos of me, you can link them to my my artist page, which is on Facebook. I'll leave a link down in the description of where you can find me. If you've got photos of me, or you want to see some of the photos I took, which weren't very many, unfortunately. Next year I plan to remedy that and do a lot more. Yeah, so thank you everyone, thank you organisers, cosplayers, you amaze me, truly amaze me. And until next time, take care of yourselves.